Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope everybody's doing fine. I really do. You know, I appreciate all y'all watching the other video that I did a day ago. Was it a day ago? 2 days ago? I don't think it was that long ago. Let's see. Kind of looking. I'm in the house today, and I'm not showing those screens. I did it on the 20th. That ain't. Did not do it on the 20th. I did it on the 19th. I did it yesterday. So, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Damn, my eyes are bothering me this morning. It's terrible. When you're diabetic and your eyes blur up on you, it's a terrible thing. It really is. Even though my sugar's in cahoots right now, I still can't see. Bothering me, but hey, they say that's what I'm supposed to do. When I get my sugar under control, I can't see. Don't know why. But we're not here to talk about that, are we? We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about what's going on, right? That's right. You know, I keep seeing all of these things that keep going on. And you know, they're just plain terrible. I don't know, but I do believe that our boy Dutch put out a video some time ago. It's only 9 minutes long. He put it out 5 hours ago. Son of a gun. I wasn't up. Ha! That's why I didn't get no message, but it ain't very long. But he's talking about a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, folks. Y'all might go check that out. I just thought I'd let y'all know because I just noticed that he had put out a video, and I figured, well, some of y'all might want to know it. So it's me and him are buds, and we converse back and forth a lot. I figured I'd put that information in y'all's pocket so you can catch up on it if you hadn't known it or hadn't seen it. You know, did y'all see the video of Joe Biden yesterday going up the flight of stairs? You know, it wasn't up long before somebody made a meme of Trump playing golf and hitting golf balls, and he hit 3 golf balls, and each one of them hit him in the head, and every time I hit him in the head, he fell down. Now, that ain't really what happened. I just thought it was funny. But Joe did fall down 3 consecutive times yesterday, and he almost fell down again walking in the plane. He stumbles again, and then he falls all the way down and hits his shoulder and his knee, his shin. Then he walks up the rest of the stairs, and then he tries to run, and then he turns around, salutes, and then he stumbles going back in. I mean, there's no comparison. And then they talked about, you know, somebody else doing that and had a lot to say about it. But the real fact of the matter was there was something else going on with somebody. But it doesn't matter, does it? It's all a big lie. Ain't that what we talked about yesterday? Big lie. No truth to nothing. It's all fake. No truth. Just a big lie. I mean, that's what they said. It's all a big lie. Always a big lie. It ain't never no truth to nothing. We can't tell the truth. If we tell the truth, something might be wrong with the truth. Somebody might get something racial involved in it, or they might get some kind of bisexual thing in it, or they might get some, you name it. Uh, the color of purple might be not the right color of purple, and you might be gay, racial. It doesn't matter. You understand what I mean? If you're not on the left side and you don't go with their narrative, uh, you're wrong. Straight up, you're wrong. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts about that. You got to be exactly on the same page they are. That's terrible. It really is. I mean, what else can there be? Everything's like that. What else can there be? I don't know. I guess the next thing they do, Trump didn't redesign the plane for handicaps, stairways, so I'm assuming that they ought to do that and let Biden sit down and then they just escalate him up in the air. I mean, that wouldn't cost that much to go on the stairs, but they'd have to have one in every place he's going to fly to, or fly it before we got there. In other words, that's 2 flights of planes, or be able to have a door on that plane that would open up in the back and let them put it in it. Or then they could just do a platform where the platform goes down so low and they will rope Biden up on a wheel, and then it just scissors straight up, and then he just walks onto the plane. I mean, they need something. I mean, God forbid that the poor fella falls on them stairs all the way to the bottom. I mean, it might break his neck. I don't want that to happen to the man. Do y'all? No, we don't want that to happen. I mean, with his 80, what is it? 80,000 voters, they don't want that. They don't want that. They want to keep thumbing him down, though. The 80,000 people are thumbing him down. I guess that's the new trend, thumbing the president down because that's the way they want to see it. I mean, I'm just asking now. I'm not being critical. I'm just asking. Is that what they want? Because for sure enough, there's more thumbs down than they are thumbs up on anything he does. Anything that the narrative does, even his speaker that says we'll circle back to that and all that stuff. Man, I never knew that circle back was such a big thing. But I've seen 2 movies since then. They both had circle back in, and I went, evidently when I watched this before, I didn't pay no attention to it. One of them was old, one of them was new. The new one I didn't think much about it because I heard that one first. And then I watched another movie that was 3-4 years old, and they said it, and I went, whoa! I guess, I guess the Mandela effect struck again. Don't know. I mean, I never heard it before. I seen the movie before. And they said it in the movie, and I went, really? Man, I must not have paid attention the first time. And I probably didn't. I mean, it was in the movie. So evidently, I mean, the Mandela effect's all fake stuff. It's fake. All that's fake. That's what they say. It's all fake. You can't believe none of that. George Bush Jr. said that Mandela was already dead. He didn't die for another 4 or 5 years after that. Or maybe he ain't even dead. Hell, I don't even know. I can't. Let me rephrase that. I can't tell you the truth on that one. But I do know that when Bush Jr. told you that he had already died, he was still alive. Now, even he thought that Mandela was dead. So I don't know. But hey, who can tell the truth on anything without getting in trouble, right? That's just the way it is. But it is what it is, and we are who we are. Ain't that truth? Yep. But it is what it is, folks. There is lie after lie after lie. You know, you are canceled. Warning, you're canceled. Doesn't matter for what. You're just canceled. You're not nobody special anymore. You know that. Come on, y'all know that. You're not important to anyone anymore unless you're on the right side of the fence. It doesn't mean that the fence that you're on is greener on the other side or the other one's greener on the other side. It doesn't matter anymore because they're both not brown. They're not brown. No, the grass is not brown. It's shitty. You see my point? There's both. It's like a shit field. They're putting a lots of fertilizer on the grass and they burn it and it's turned shitty. It even smells a little poopy. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree that the things that are going on right now are just a little bit on the poop side? Would you say that? I mean, what else is there? Uh, you can't have free speech. You're a racial pig, no matter what you do. Uh, if you got fair skin, whether you're white or black, or Indian, or Mexican, or English, Arab, it doesn't matter. Now, I got a question. In India and Iran and Iraq, they got a lot of dark people, Iranians. Then they got a lot of fair-skinned Iranians as well. Do they have racial conflict over there, or is one just in the desert a little longer than the other? They still both have fairly dark skin, but are they have a different thing, and do they have a race problem there? I don't know. It seems kind of weird, though, that now that the United States is everything that happens is racial with everyone, Orientals, Mexicans, hell, you can't even mention the black people anymore uh, because I've even seen some Mexicans say they were black. White people saying they're black. Why? I don't know. Because there ain't one race that ain't mixed. Not one. Somewhere in my family, which my aunt looked it up, there was some, there was a black person in my family. Way back that is coincide with my heritage or my bloodline. But there's also a lot of German. There's a lot of Irish. Um, there's a little bit of Italian. Uh, but the main thing that's in my blood is Indian. I have as I have more Indian than I do any other race in me. Does that make me an Indian? it makes me Indian enough that I could go live on a reservation. But look at me. I'm fair skinned. I mean, it's red looking. It's real red when I'm in the sun. Does does that make me special? No, it doesn't. It does not make me special. It doesn't make me know anything different than anybody else. Does it make me be angry at the white people when there really isn't no white people? Does that make me mad at the black people because there really ain't one race of black people? They're not thoroughbreds anymore. Nowhere in the world is there a thoroughbred. There's only brothers and sisters and cousins and nieces and nephews. And it goes on and on and on. Great, 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 great grandfathers or great, great, great grandmothers. They're all your brothers and sisters, no matter what, no matter when, no matter how. It's the same. So, racial divide means nothing. The only thing that means is terrorism. That's what means something. That's what's happening. Is people are on one side of the fence and they think that they can do and say what they want to on that side of the fence. When in fact, that side of the fence is wrong. That's like the vice president of the United States right now. She's got several races in her, but she claims she's black. Is she? Really? No. She has no right to claim anything like that. None. In my opinion, she has no right to claim one race over the other. She don't. Biden, he's white as he can be, and he has no right to claim he's one race over the other. No one has that right. I'm putting the law down right now. You don't have that right. I don't give a damn who you are. You don't have that right. Period. I don't care. There's been ill-mannered people to say ill-mannered things about other people for many, many years. It doesn't care. I don't care if you're pink white or white white and you got freckles and the other person don't. Well, guess what? Somebody's going to call that freckled person Freckles. And the white one, they're going to call Snow White. Well, so who cares? It's actually most of the time playing. Sometimes it's being hateful. Sometimes you got bullies that beat people up. It's going to go on forever. I don't give a damn who you are, what you are. Why don't you people grow the hell up? That's what I want to know. All you mainstream media jerks and all you television hosts playing your stupid little game, why don't y'all grow the hell up? I'm serious. Grow up. You know better. You know better. You've seen better. You've wrote books for better. But no, y'all want to keep playing that game and have fake everything. Everything's fake. Fake news, fake elections, fake makeup, fake this, fake that. Everything's fake. I don't give a damn. Everything is fake. Anymore, anything that anybody tells you on mainstream media is fake. There's hardly any truth to anything. The only thing that's going to be true is if you see something yourself and they report it on the news and you know it to be accurate, not a lie. You were there, you saw exactly what happened. Car blew up, middle of the street. What you saw looked like it was driving down the road and it blew up. That was either one or two things that it could have been. The car caught on fire and But generally, when a car catches on fire and it blows up, there's smoke and people see it. And they try to get the person to pull over. But if it just blew up randomly out of the blue, it's probably somebody set the fire or set the bomb or whatever. They caused it to blow up. Whatever. You know that to be true. But if you didn't see it, then how do you know? Know what I mean? Like all the reports that we've seen about, the roll up your sleevers in other countries about being forced. Do we know that that's really happening? Or is that the propaganda they feeding us? I don't know. I really don't. I know that they're trying to pass laws in this country for that same thing. You got to have some kind of mandated paperwork stating that you can go to a certain place with this passport in your own country. Unconstitutional, I might add. But hey, it's all being pushed as propaganda. Propaganda starts out as propaganda, but sometimes turns into law because they've pushed it so long. It's just like gun control. Pushed for years now. For years. We need to train the masses that we don't need guns. Alright? Train the masses. How do you train the masses? With propaganda. That's been going on for quite some time, but when Obama went into office, it got real bad. Remember? And who was in office with Obama? Biden. And who's doing that again? Biden. Why? I'll tell you why. You ready? Are you ready? There is more people carrying a peacekeeper in this country than anywhere in the world. And they're scared of that. Because they know that they can't fake that. You know what I mean? They can't fake that. So then, that thing that's showing on my YouTube channel about the goat man, where he says the things that he says, and then he tells everybody, I don't know why that these people are so upset with us. We're going to have to look into that. Really? Just what I told you. Them people are scared. They're real scared. That could very well easily be their downfall in life. Not for just them, but their whole race. Nah, that's the wrong word. Sorry, I should have said it. Their whole immediate family. You know what I mean? And that's not just that particular person. It could be lots and lots of different people that do them same things. There's not one that's created this issue, but all of them that are involved. See my point? Remy? See my puppy on the back of the couch up there? I can't tell which one it is. It's small for me. It's not on my computer. We're using my phone. It seems to have good volume. I like the way it sounds. So that's why I'm using it. But hey, do y'all see anything to what I said to y'all that really makes sense to you? I mean, we're not stupid anymore, are we? Do we all believe in the propaganda? Is it the propaganda that they don't want us to stop? Or is it the craziness they don't want us to stop? Or do they not want us to stop anything that they do? That's what it is. They don't want us to stop anything that they're doing, anything that they're saying, anything that they're monitoring, or anything they're not monitoring. That's a fact. Jack. If, ands, buts, crying, whining, it don't matter anymore. It don't matter anymore. You know what I mean? It don't matter. What matters in life? What matters in life? What is your matter in life? To be able to put food on the table, have a place to live, where it don't cost you so much that you can't live. But that's changing. It's going to cost you so much to live real soon that it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be a lot of people starve. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If this keeps going the way it's going to be a lot of people go hungry. Going to probably be a lot of people die too. And it ain't going to be because of not having nothing. It's going to be that it costs so much they can't afford it. And it's going to do that until then someone is going to finally stop it or try and create something to stop it or work on people to get it to stop because they're hungry. You know, if people are hungry, they do a lot of strange things. Like if there wasn't no food in the store, you know, like when the demic worked to start with and the stores went empty. Imagine what would have happened if that stayed that way for 6 or 8 months and there was never nothing in the store after it started. What do you think would have happened? They wouldn't have had to worry about no pandemic. No more. You know why? Because people would have been killing themselves just to eat. That's a fact. Ain't no joke. They'd have been killing each other to eat. To steal what the other person had to eat. Or maybe cannibalism could have been one of the factors too. That's also probably a skinny person didn't have no meat on their body to start with. Every animal from here to Kingdom Come would have been shot, killed, and being eaten. People make them jokes about Oriental people putting dog and cat in their food. Well, in their culture, that's what they eat sometimes. Might be all they have to eat in some areas. But in the United States, that's wrong. But not if you're hungry enough. You hungry enough, you'll eat a cat, you'll eat a dog, you'll eat a rat. If you hungry enough, you'll even eat a roach. Think that's a joke? That's a fact. You're hungry enough, you'll eat something. That or die. You just plain ass die. You'll eat something. You can eat grass. Probably do like a dog does when he eats grass, probably throw up. But it's at least something that's going in your stomach, making you feel like you've done ate something. If you're hungry enough, you're going to eat. And you know, I want to say one other thing. I believe in a supreme being. I really do. Someone created the earth, space, and this atmosphere that we live in. It's all been created by someone. But I'm going to be quite honest with you. All of y'all preach to me about religion and the Bible. I've done a lot of research on that. I used to be just like y'all when I was younger. And I still have people trying to tell me that I'm wrong. That may be right. But I'm going to tell you this. Your Bible tells you don't worship any other God than this one. But all of those Bibles say the same thing. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to worship the Supreme Being, which is God for all. Whether it's Jesus Christ or if his name's entirely something else. Zeus may be. Who knows? I doubt it. I don't know. Do you? That's like the same thing of being what makes me know that there's got to be a supreme being. What come first, the chicken or the egg? But the point of it is this. I don't believe in sitting around and thinking that God's going to fix everything for me. He may help you. He's not going to do it for you. I don't believe that he's going to do it for you. That's just like you and you got a child that won't do what he's supposed to do. You don't have to beat the child, because beating the child ain't going to do nothing but just cause him to hate you. Or possibly hate you if you do the right way of whipping a child. You explain to the child what they done wrong. Might not be so bad as they're growing up. They tell you that's a bad thing to do. Now, you can't whip your children. That's wrong. Well, that might be what's wrong with what's going on right now. Those same kids that didn't get whipped on their growing up because of laws telling us that we couldn't, and they taking the Pledge of Allegiance out of school and God out of school, which I'm not a real big pusher of God, but there is multiple gods. Let me rephrase it. There's multiple religions. They all have a lot of the same things. One says cut their head off, and the other one says stone them. What's the difference? They're both gonna die, right? So what's the difference? Don't give me that crap. I don't want it. I don't believe no God would want you to do that. Not if he's God. Not if he created everything. Why would he want that? For his own amusement? Really? You hear how stupid that sounds? I'm sorry we got into this. I wish I hadn't started it, but I did. Apologize, but still. There is a supreme being of some sort. Everybody knows that. In their heart, it doesn't matter. Whether it's Christianity, if it's Buddhism, if it's Muslim, whatever. It doesn't matter. Religion is the same as race. Don't you get it? They have used both of them for years as propaganda to prop up one side or the other. What happens when you prop up? You got two posts, Democrat and Republican, religion and race. What happens when you push one over? You got them like this and you push them over. Both of them. You push both poles over. Now, can you push that over this way or that way? No, you can't. Why? Because there's a big old ass pyramid there that you can't go push over. And then if you take the white, or not white, you take the racism, racism, and you turn it this way, and then you got this away and this away that's easy to tip, and then you got Christianity and Muslim or whatever religion, period. You got the religion and you got multiple different ones. Then you got a tent pole. Yeah, you got a tent. You got two here, you got one that way, you got another one this way, then you got them all the way around. It's like a big old, what do they call them thing? It's like taking a whole solid funnel. It's like making it look just like a funnel. There's so many there. Have you ever tried to turn one of those things and try to turn it over when it's sitting on the flat spot? Try it one time. See if you can turn it over. Try to turn it over easily. I'm not trying to say take it at the top and just thump it and see if it'll turn over. It's going to turn over if you do it that way. Put your finger on it. Put your finger on it, put a little pressure on it, and then try to do it like this and see if you can tip it. You're not going to be able to. You know why? Because it's made like this. See, you got all these little points where it's all pointed, like a teepee. Has anybody ever seen a teepee? Do you know why the Indians use that? Because it had a hole in the top. They could build a fire inside the teepee. They would use leather skin, and the heat could go out the top, and they'd make it tall so it wouldn't catch on fire. But they could heat the teepee, and the wind wouldn't blow it over. That's why. Very ingenious idea. That's why people ought to build their houses that way. They'd have to be awful large to be round like that. And they'd have to be pretty tall. So it would work, but it'd be kind of hard. And there's all kind of material that they could use to make it round. But you see my point. They wouldn't look the prettiest in the world, and you know. But they do make A-frame houses. Same principle, just not round at the bottom. It's kind of square. And there's one thing about that A-frame house. They don't leak. Water can't find no spot to go into and leak because it's running off too fast. I'm sure if it rained hard enough and blew hard enough for a long enough period of time that you might get a little bit of leak. But I doubt it, not much. Might leak off the front part of the house, you know, it was like this, and this area of the house might leak. But it is what it is. You know, folks, life is such a screwed up thing anymore. It really is. I hate it for all of us because it is what it is. Propaganda is so screwed up. And the people that are playing that game, in my opinion, all the ones that are playing that game, from mainstream to the GOV to the roll up your sleever people, all of those people that are all playing this game together are beyond their points. And that's a fact. So with that, much love to y'all, and y'all have a great day now. You hear? Got people coming in the door. Right. So with that, much love, and from my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it. Abolish corporate greed. Doesn't matter which one. Could be government, could be media, could be social media. Whichever one is too big for their britches and controlling your free speech. Just like AT&T did back in the day, or Bell South, and they broke them up. They need to all be broken up, including the media. Even though there's multiple ones. They're only owned by the same damn people. Much love, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day now. Don't hate me for telling you the truth. Just telling the truth. Much love. Have a good day now, you hear?